Former U.S. President Jimmy Carter passed away peacefully on December 30, 2024, at the remarkable age of 100. He left behind a legacy as rich and complex as the man himself. Born James Earl Carter Jr. in Plains, Georgia in 1924, his early life was steeped in the rural South. Carter's journey took him from the peanut fields of his family farm to the hallowed halls of the White House. After graduating from the U.S. Naval Academy, Carter served as a submariner, a formative experience that instilled in him discipline and a sense of duty. Returning to Georgia, he took over the family's peanut farming business. This period showcased Carter's pragmatism and work ethic, qualities that would later define his political career. Carter's entry into politics was marked by his commitment to integrity and social justice. He served as a state senator and then as the governor of Georgia. As governor, he championed racial equality and government efficiency, establishing himself as a rising star in the Democratic Party. In 1976, Carter ran for president as a Washington outsider, promising honesty and a return to traditional values. His message resonated with a nation still reeling from the Watergate scandal. Carter's victory over incumbent President Gerald Ford marked the beginning of a presidency that, while tumultuous, laid the groundwork for his enduring legacy. Jimmy Carter's presidency, spanning from 1977 to 1981, was a period of both significant achievements and formidable challenges. He assumed office at a time of national unease, grappling with the aftermath of Vietnam and a stagnant economy plagued by inflation. Carter's efforts to address these issues, while well-intentioned, often faced resistance and were met with mixed success. On the world stage, Carter proved to be a skilled negotiator and a champion of human rights. His signature foreign policy accomplishment was undoubtedly the Camp David Accords, a historic peace treaty between Egypt and Israel. Carter's tireless diplomacy, which included isolating himself with Egyptian President Anwar Sadat and Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin at Camp David, resulted in a framework for peace in the Middle East. Further solidifying his commitment to diplomacy, Carter successfully negotiated the Panama Canal Treaty. This controversial treaty, which returned control of the Panama Canal to Panama, demonstrated Carter's willingness to prioritize long-term solutions over short-term political gain. He also signed the SALT II treaty with the Soviet Union, aiming to limit the proliferation of nuclear weapons, though it faced significant opposition in the U.S. Senate. Despite his efforts on the international front, Carter's presidency was overshadowed by a series of crises. The energy crisis of the late 1970s and the Iran hostage crisis, which saw American diplomats held captive for 444 days, cast a long shadow over his administration. These events contributed to a sense of national disillusionment and ultimately led to his defeat in the 1980 presidential election against Ronald Reagan. However, it was in the aftermath of his presidency that Jimmy Carter truly came into his own. Freed from the constraints of partisan politics, he embarked on a remarkable second act dedicated to peace, human rights, and global health. Carter and his wife Rosalind founded the Carter Center, a non-profit organization committed to advancing peace and health worldwide. Through the Carter Center, Carter became a tireless advocate for democracy, fair elections, and disease eradication. He personally monitored elections in emerging democracies, mediated conflicts in troubled regions, and worked tirelessly to eradicate diseases such as guinea worm disease. His unwavering commitment to peace and justice earned him the Nobel Peace Prize in 2002. Beyond his work with the Carter Center, Carter remained a vocal advocate for Habitat for Humanity, an organization that builds affordable housing for low-income families. His hands-on approach, often seen wielding a hammer on construction sites, resonated with people worldwide and exemplified his belief in service to others. Even in his later years, as his health declined, Carter continued to inspire with his humility, grace, and unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. Jimmy Carter's life and legacy are a testament to the power of integrity, compassion, and unwavering service. He will be remembered not only as the 39th President of the United States but as a global citizen who dedicated his life to building a more just and peaceful world. His example will continue to inspire generations to come.